All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started. Coach Payne's going to run through a quick warm-up with you guys. I'm going to man the computer, make sure everyone's in here. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to let Coach Payne's warmed up. All right,
guys, start with stretching our upper body first. We're going to take a right through our left. For about 10 seconds. Make sure you feel the muscles actually stretching. And about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll switch arms. For about 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then we'll take it behind our head now. Just grab the elbow. Again, about 10 seconds roughly. About 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch arms. There you guys go. About 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to go ahead and take our fingers, bend them in towards us just like this. We're going to hold that down here for about 10 seconds. About 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Opposite hand now. You guys should feel it right up in here. Under forearm. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so now we're going to do the opposite. We're going to take our fingers, point them down, and knuckles out this time. We're just doing this. So now you're going to feel it on the top of your forearm. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Same thing with this hand. Should feel just a little bit of tension, not a crazy amount. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, and the last thing for our body, we're going to do some arm circles. Palms up. We're going to go backwards. We're going to get bigger, bigger, biggest, and then we're going to go forward. Again, bigger, 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 and then we're going to shake it all loose real quick. Some of you are going to feel like a slight burn, it's just the lactic acid building up. And then for our lower body, we're going to touch our toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The last upper body stretch is we're going to hold this foot right here. Keep the hamstrings going. You should feel a little bit of tension right up in here. About 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch legs and you guys are good. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sweet.
Nice job, guys. Hopefully you guys are all warmed up. For you returning guys, welcome. For you returning guys, you guys already know we're going to be doing primarily four seam grip, okay? We're not going to mess with any other kind of pitches or anything. This is just super basic. We're sticking to the basics, and we're going to build on that, you know, as you get older. So for this class, we're really just going to be focusing on building the basics, okay? You guys four seam grip, all right? Seeing the horseshoes, fingers across them, okay? Try to keep them close together, all right? We don't want to spread them out like that. Try to keep them nice and close, okay? We're going to be working four seam grip today, all right? There you go. Nice job. I see you, Mason. There you go. Four seam grip. Try to keep those fingers closer together, okay? The farther you have them apart, the more it acts more like a splitter or maybe a changeup. You have less behind the ball, pushing the ball forward. So we're really working on four seam grip, keeping that accurate, all right? So for you returning guys, you guys know we're going to get down on a knee. And all we're going to do is work on our flicks, okay? Getting our wrists nice and loose, working on seeing that back spin and that correct four seam pattern, okay? For you new guys, all we're doing is we're doing flicks with our wrist, okay? We're going to practice that four seam grip, okay? Throw into our target or a partner or whatever it is, about chest high, okay? And all we're going to be working on is flicking the baseball, seeing that nice backspin, okay? We want to be seeing that four seam rotation straight back. We don't want to see anything coming to the side or circling. We want good four seam flick out of the hand, out of the wrist, okay? Just start with that. Get warm, a couple minutes, just flicking the baseball forward. All right, this is not a full throw. We're just going to be starting right here. Nice and easy to your partner or to the net or wherever you're throwing to. Nice and easy, flicking. Yep, nice and easy, four seam flick right here. Activating that wrist. Good job, guys. Five more good ones. All right, go ahead and bring it in real quick. All right, so I know this is normally a shorter class. We only have 20, 25 minutes just with you pitchers, and then we're going to go over with Coach Pate with the catchers. I'm going to run through a lot of different drills. Some of them we've seen before, then I might touch on a couple others. Just because we're speeding through and showing you the drills quickly does not mean you can't take your time with these drills, okay? So put these in your memory bank, okay? Remember these drills so when you're on your own, you can practice however long you want to do them, okay? Until you feel comfortable with them. And even afterwards, it's good to keep working on them, okay? It might seem boring and repetitive, but it's good practice, okay? So the next one, we're gonna get down on a knee, and we're focusing on that thumb to thigh, thigh to sky, throwing through, okay? You new guys, ready position, it's right here, okay? Thumb to thigh, we're taking our thumbs down to our, okay? Elbows out, and then thigh to sky, we're in this position, okay? Our front elbow and forearm is gonna be aiming towards our target, okay? We don't wanna point with our glove. We wanna point kind of with this elbow to mid forearm, right around there, all right? Our shoulders should be nice and even and level, okay? We don't wanna see any of this, all right? Another thing is we don't wanna over rotate, all right? So if I'm throwing towards the camera, you don't wanna see me starting like this, all right? We wanna be right here, nice and level, nice and solid, straight line to where we're throwing to, okay? From there, ready position, thumb to thigh, thumb up, thigh to sky, all right? That's the position that I want to see you guys get in. With this backhand, remember we're doing 4-seam grip. After it's thumb to thigh, thigh to sky is coming all the way out and around, okay? You should still see the back of that hand, all right? Showing that 4-seam grip towards the center fielder. All right, what we don't want to do is rotate with a small C right here, okay? We want to get all the way down and out there with that back arm, okay? We want to maximize that distance without straining our arm. We want to maximize that distance to increase the length and lever arm, okay? The shorter we have this, the harder it is to throw harder consistently, okay? It puts more stress on your shoulder and everything else. We really want to get back there with that back arm, okay? So from on a knee, okay, we're gonna go thumb to thigh, thigh to sky, and then after that, I want you to finish through getting that chest down to that front knee, okay? So I'll kind of demonstrate throwing towards you guys, okay? It'll be thumb to thigh, thigh to sky, and then when we throw and come through, our chest is gonna drop on that front knee, okay? Really working on that follow through. Same thing, we want that same 4-seam coming out of the hand, okay? We want to see that flick from the wrist, and we want to follow through with our chest down on that front knee. Nice and slow. Ready position, thumb to thigh, thigh to sky, and make sure we're checking ourselves, right? That elbow and forearms kind of pointed to our target. Our shoulders nice and steady, nice and flat, okay? Right here. All of that should be in a straight line, okay? This back side, along with my arm extended, it's all in a straight line, right? There you go. And remember with that glove hand, when we get to this position, we want this glove hand to rip in nice and tight to our body, okay? We want to pull that front side down, not out, so we can get that arm to follow suit, right? So if we're in this position and we pull this way, or we just kind of let it fall, our body's going to open up, and then our head's going to follow, and it's going to be much harder to get all this momentum moving forward. We want all of our momentum moving towards our target, right? So if we come here and we rip it in nice and close, my body can start turning forward, rotating forward instead of out away from where we want to throw, right? So in this position, want that glove hand, rip it in nice and tight and bring that shoulder down and forward, then our arm can follow. There you go. Chest to that front knee. Chest all the way to that front knee. Follow all the way through. From the thigh, thigh to sky. Really extend that back arm, okay? And from there, ripping that front left side down, or follow through. Nice job, guys. All right, go ahead and bring it in. We'll show you the next one. All right, you returning guys, it's the rock drill. You guys already understand that one. Go ahead and get started. For you new guys, what we're going to be doing is now we're going to be up on our feet, okay? That's my target. I'm going to spread my legs out like I've already planted that front foot to throw, right? So when you come through your motion and you come out or whatever, we want to extend our legs, okay? Widen our legs out, widen our feet out. What we're going to do is we're going to lean forward, okay, with our hands in a ready position as timing. And then when we lean back on that back foot, that's when we break our hands down, right? It's not going to be breaking here. It's going to go down and up. So from here, it's going to go, start leaning back, thumb to thigh, thigh to sky. And then when we have our weight primarily on that back leg, we're going to use that all that muscle to push forward and rip that front side down to throw the ball. Okay? It's going to be forward, thumb to thigh, thigh to sky, push off that back leg and throw through. Okay? But for you guys that are outside, it's really important that we kind of start expanding and extending how far we're throwing. Okay? A lot of speed and velocity is coming from your arm strength, and a lot of arm strength comes from doing some distance, okay? So long toss is really important, especially for you young guys, to get that arm nice and strong, okay? You guys that are inside or throwing against the net or something, that's okay. Just try to throw into it. You know, gradually throw a little bit harder, a little bit higher, loft the ball up a little bit, okay? Working on that arm strength. Reach in all the way through. And we're really using that back leg to push off, okay? So when we gather all that weight and that strength in that back foot, that's what we're using, that back leg to throw, okay? We're coming forward, back, really gaining that back leg all the way through, breaking those hands and push off, as well as bring that front glove side nice and tight. Okay. Remember, we want to kind of follow through the same thing. Think about chest towards that front knee. We're not going to get all the way down there, but when we're leaning, we're coming back and we're firing, we should feel like our chest is almost going to hit our front knee. We don't want to stop throwing here. We want to continue that momentum all the way through. Okay. That can be the difference between a couple miles an hour on your fastball and other pitches as well. There you go. A couple more of those. Let's work. All right, nice job. All right, next one we're going into is we're just going to be working on our balance. Okay? You're going to come set. Now we're going to work on bringing that front leg up. I want you to hold it 2 seconds, 3 seconds, okay? That knee and that leg should be parallel, nice and flat to the ground, right? You should be able to bring it up right here, nice and flat with that front leg, okay? Remember, keep in mind when we're doing this, okay? In order to bring that knee up, you don't want to lean back, okay? We want chin over chest, okay? Chest over belly button, all right? So we want to stay compact, keeping that core nice and tight. And when we do this, we lift in our leg, but almost should feel like we're crunching in, okay? You don't want to lift the leg and come back here. This is not a very strong and powerful position, okay? This right here ensures that everything is under control and very powerful, okay? When you're going through it, right there. Chest, chin over chest, chest over belly button. Right here, under control. Get that knee all the way up. Good job, guys. There you go. Do about 10 of those, 10 leg raises. Come set. Yup. Pause. 1, 2. Bring it down nice and easy. Reset. All right, nice job, guys. All right, next one I got for you is the wall drill, okay? I'm gonna use a net because the wall's a little bit further off. I'm gonna bring this net up. Act as a wall, okay? What we're gonna do is you're gonna get nice and close to that wall. All right, gloved hand closer to the wall. What we're gonna do is we're gonna come set. We're gonna get that knee up. Then after that, we're gonna push into that wall with our hip and our left butt cheek, okay? You're lifting up, and that's the first thing that should hit the wall, okay? Not your shoulder, not your back, okay? We want that hip, that front hip to guide us forward, all right? What that's gonna allow us to do is really put more pressure and weight on that back foot, right? So if we come up and we just tilt forward, we're not in a powerful position. But if we can lift up and lead with that hip, that means everything up here is nice and tight and compact and powerful. And we're gonna have our weight on that back leg to push off, okay? So we want to train ourselves to get that hip to go forward first, and then the rest of the body follows, all right? So get it up against that wall, just do about 5 to 10 of those, okay? Come set, lift up, 1, 2, then lean against that wall and feel that hip, okay? That hip hitting the wall first. There you go. Remember, we want to sink in that back leg just a little bit too, right? We're going to come up. When we're coming forward, we're going to sink in that back leg just a little bit. A powerful position. We don't want to get up here with that back leg straight and just kind of fall forward, all right? We're going to come up. Powerful position. That hip should hit the wall first. Boom. Nice job, guys. Nice job. All right, and now we can all bring it all together now, right? So now you can throw to your partner, okay? Or try to gain some distance if you're outside and you got someone to throw to, okay? If you're throwing into the net, that's also fine. Just get a little bit more on that arm, okay? Really work on trying to strengthen that arm, okay? Long toss is the best thing for that, okay? You guys are a little young for weights and everything. For you guys right now, best thing to do, get out there and throw, okay? As far as you can, all right? Or as big as your yard is, go for it. All right? We're gonna go through the full motion. We're gonna go from the stretch, okay? We're gonna come set. We're gonna lift that leg up, okay? We're gonna sink in that back leg a little bit. We're gonna lead with that front hip. And when we lead with that front hip, we're breaking the hands, thumb to thigh, thigh to sky. When we plant that front foot, okay? Shoulders are gonna be level, all in line, and you're gonna rip that front side down and push off that back leg and come all the way through your pitch, okay? Come set, up, down in that back leg, get some power, okay? Lead with that hip, break the hands all the way through, all right? Nice job. Remember that glove hand, right? You're gonna rip that in nice and tight and keep that close. Then when we're finishing through, our chest needs to come all the way down, right? So after we throw, we're here. We're gonna throw and get our chest all the way down. There you go. All right, guys, great job today. All right, I know that was a lot of drills in a little amount of time. For you guys who are pitching, okay, make sure you take your time with all these drills. All right, go back, start over. You know, you got all day to do this, okay? All day, every day type thing. You know, whenever you're bored or anything, get out there and go through those drills. All right, those really help you do the fundamentals correctly. So then later on, when you're a little bit bigger and stronger, you can start working on your secondary and third pitches and stuff like that. All right. So go ahead and take your time. Long toss is super important. Okay. So keep throwing today. All right. Get some distance. You know, throw with your brother, your mom, your sister, your dad, whatever it is. Go out and get out there and see how far you can throw. Okay. Get that arm strength up. All right. All right. I'm going to give it over to Coach Peyton. He's going to work with you guys in catching. I know Tanner's already got his gear on. He's all ready to go. I'm going to hand it over to Coach Peyton, and he's going to take it over with the catchers. Nice job, guys.
Sweet. Good stuff. Nice job, pitchers. Yeah, so if you are a pitcher and a catcher, you are more than welcome to stay, but this is going to be strictly catching. The same mechanics are going to apply, though. So for those of you who are staying, you'll see that it translates to a lot of what we're doing. Real quick, I know we already stretched, but for us catchers, let's get our legs even more stretched because we're going to work on a lot of explosiveness today. And I don't want your legs to get too tight. So we're going to just go ahead and start with touching our toes again for about 10 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, now we're going to just pick a leg and we're going to lean to that side. So I'm going to lean my leg. About 10 seconds. You should feel it down here and as well as up here on your hamstring, right? You're going to feel it in 2 different areas. That's okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and pick the other side. Now you're going to feel it in reverse. And about 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, go ahead and keep them wide. Go down the middle for about 10 seconds. And while you do that, you move out of the way. Hold on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to go ahead and hold a leg. See how many of you guys have balance. I'm going to come up here and watch you. Go ahead and kind of like fight against it, right? We're not just holding it. We're kind of trying to resist, right? I'm pushing my hand out. That's what we're going for. That way it causes tension up here in your hamstring, right? Get that little stretch going. You can kind of feel it up there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, go ahead and switch. You guys can kind of feel the blood flowing at this point, which is good. You can see if you can wiggle around. How many of you get that stabilizer muscles built up in you, right? I can do this pretty good. All right, last one. Going to be this one, constantly switching positions or constantly in this position. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Good stuff. Who feels like they can fly now, right? Legs are all stretched out. You're feeling pretty good. Blood flowing. All right. So as you guys know, we typically like to warm up with getting our eyes and our hands connected, right? We like to do framing. And I get that just tossing the ball and catching it isn't as exciting as when somebody's just rapid fire throwing them at you. So I've been experimenting on how to make this a little bit more fun. Besides adding an extra ball to your hand, right, and closing your eyes, what I was doing over the weekend, practicing with just myself, is I throw the ball in the air, right? And I drop with it, right? And what that does is if I throw the ball over here, if I move my shoulders and my body in line with that ball and I go down with it, it actually is kind of simulating what we're trying to do, right? We get an outside pitch, we're moving to it. It's the same thing, same concept, right? We come, boom, we're already in a good position. So feel free to try that, kind of drop with it, make it smooth, try to use your 3 fingers, have a good target, but all we're doing is tossing it, finding it, and squatting. Some of you may not have a lot of space, that's okay. We can go ahead and just drop into a comfortable squatting position, toss that ball, right? And if it's too easy, go ahead and add another ball, right? Now we have to use just these 3 fingers, which is good. It's what we want. We want to grow these muscles right here. But keep in mind, as we're doing this, we're not just doing it to catch it, right? We're doing it to manipulate the umpire, right? We're trying to get our body to make it look like a strike. We're deceiving people, right? If I catch a pitch out here, right, it's obviously a ball. But if I move over just a little bit, bring my wrist in, now it looks like it's coming to the center of my body, right? Now if I let it travel, see if it looks more like the umpire has to look over top of you to see that. So we're going for smooth one fluid motion, boom, right? Even though that would have been an outside pitch, bringing it to the center of our body. I'm going to take the chance to look at some of you today, see who's got it. I know a lot of you have been practicing, which is good. Let's see it. There you go, Tanner. Yeah, feel free, definitely keep moving around with it. Those guys of you who are tossing it in the air, you can throw it as far as you want. We're just going down with the ball, right? In my opinion, when I'm by myself, if that's all I have to do, I find that more fun. But yeah, it's personal preference. Either or is going to work. And then for those of you who do have a partner or who can throw it up to yourself, right, from the ground, practice being in different positions, right? Because a lot of times, especially as you get older, you're not just sitting right here, right? You might call a low inside pitch. Low inside pitch, I might want to stick my leg out and come down even lower, right? Practice seeing what it's like to catch the ball, move your shoulders like that. Same thing for this side, right? You gotta get used to all those different weird positions. So that way when it comes to a game, it's not anything new for you. I find, especially sticking out my leg, very helpful, especially if I have a pitcher who's liking to throw it low. It saves my legs, and it surprisingly does a pretty good job when it comes to blocking, right? You have your leg out there, all you do is fall on the one knee. All right, we give you guys a few more seconds, and then we're going to go ahead and move on to the next drill. All right. This next one we're going to work on. Last week we did an explosion drill, right? We're going to kind of do the same thing. It's going to be a little bit different. We're going to do both today, don't worry. But we're going to start off with something different to help us build into it this time. This drill, pretty simple, but it is killer. Definitely helps, but it definitely kills your legs. All we're doing, we're starting at top, we're going down, right? We're driving our pivot foot back. We're hitting the ground with it. Then we're exploding back up once we hit the ground. Our pivot foot jumping out. So I'll show you what it looks like. That's all we're doing. And the purpose of this is to build that explosion out of that box, right? When we come out of the box, we're leading with this pivot foot, right? We're driving with this foot. So when doing this, we come back, right? We land, we drive with this foot as best as we can, and we land on this. Now we're aiming with this, all three things in one swoop in a very chaotic motion. Very tough, right? You're using all the muscle on this leg to drive with this leg. You gotta find the control. What that's gonna do is it's gonna help us build up for when we explode out of the box from being stationary. So this one, we're getting momentum. Next one, we're gonna be flat-footed. So go ahead and work with that for a little bit. Those of you who don't have the room, you can still do it. All you're doing, dropping this foot back and driving up. Those of you who do have the room, drop it back, explode. A lot of you guys are going to find it's very tiring. That's okay. We're going to push through it. We're not going to stick with it forever, right? But when doing it, do it with good form. Make that fake throw even. There you go. I like it. All we're going for is explosiveness out of the box right here. Oh, need to be back here. All right, guys. Now we're going to go ahead and start in the catching position. Right? You guys should remember this, right? We're breaking it where we normally break when we play catch. When I play catch, I break it at my ear, right? It's just natural for me. So when we catch the ball, receive it, right? Next we break it. We're not breaking it down here. We're not breaking it over here. We're breaking it up here. Consistency, right? We're breaking and we're driving as far out as we can with this foot. We break, boom. We're exaggerating that step. We're trying to explode out of there. What this is going to do, again, we're creating the explosiveness out of the box. So when we gain momentum, too, our pop time is faster. We're trying to grow our legs. Here, break. It's going to be one fluid motion. We're trying to drive out of that box as far as we can. Here, break. Here, break. See some of you do this. I'm trying to watch all of you. Some of you, your screens are lagging. I trust that you're just so fast the computer can't keep up. There you go. So that one, Tanner. There you go, Robert. Or Wilson, in case Robert's not your actual name. We're going for speed here, right? It's okay to rush it here in practice. Keep those legs tired because it is practice, right? It's not a game situation. So this is where we grow. Here, boom. I'll give you guys about 2 more reps. So that way you guys can get some water, shake it loose, give your legs a break. All right, good deal. Feel free to stretch out, feel free to get water, do whatever you got to do. And we're going to move on. I want to touch on a few things though. When we are receiving that ball, right, just like we practice, if we're going down, keeping in a line, if you happen to catch the ball out here, I know I've talked about this, but for you guys, if you happen to catch the ball out here, we're not breaking it out here and throwing it across our body. If we catch it here, we're going to pivot out here, send it back where it came from, right? Same if we catch it over here, boom, we pivot out, right? The ball comes in on a line, we send it back up that same line. That way we don't happen to catch it out here, make one of these throws across our body. Trying to go for good habits, right, and consistency. When I play catch, I move to the ball and I throw it, right? So I move to it and I break up here. That's why my throws are accurate when I'm playing catch. Now when I'm a catcher, right, I gotta keep it consistent by doing the same thing. Catch it out here, I move to it out here, right? And I break up here by my ear. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and move on to blocking. I saw you doing some of this earlier, Tanner. You look pretty good. He had his balls set up exactly how I would want them. All right, there's 3 points to the plate, right? The plate goes this way at an angle. And all we're trying to do is go at that same angle the plate is and cut the ball off, right? So if it's down the middle, all we're doing is falling forward, keeping our hand behind our glove, our back flat, chin tucked in, right? And we're smushing that ball, right? Driving it back to the plate. Now the only difference is for each side, we're gonna have to cut it off or have to move. So we're lifting up our leg, our lead leg, right? For a millisecond, and we're sliding out. And now we're cutting it off, right? Versus if I just slide out this way, that ball can take any bounce at once. So we cut it off, right? Now we're driving it back to the plate. Same thing with this side. Cutting it off. Nice and easy. I want to see some of you do this today because I haven't really gotten the chance to take a look at some of you guys. Nice, Brett. Even with one arm, that's crazy. Nice, Tanner. Very nice. Eventually, it's just going to become second nature for you guys to do this. You won't have to think about it, right? It'll feel easy. Your legs won't be dying after you do it. Just a few reps of this every day, and it goes a long, long way. I noticed some of you don't have knee pads. That is okay. If you can, if you have a carpet area later, just practice following forward. A lot of people tend, from this angle, a lot of people tend to throw their legs and drop. That's not good. All we want to keep our feet planted. All we want is our knees to drive into the ground, just like that. Like this, create all that space for the ball to escape underneath us. All we're trying to do is fall forward. That was me when I play catcher, so I know how much of a difference it makes, and I know how weird it can be to transition into falling forward. And for those of you who don't have knee pads and don't have a carpet and the ability to fall forward, it's okay. Just practice receiving the ball, right? Coming down with it, coming back up with it. Coming down with it, then coming back up. That alone will go a long, long way. Nice. Good job, Mr. Wilson. The only thing I would recommend is cut it off just a little bit more, deeper angle. I'm showing you with the plate. Plate's angled this way, right? So I'm going to come with it that same angle. Right? It's here. I'm moving with it, right? Driving it back to the plate versus if I'm here, right? I block that ball. I may not have a good bounce, and that might go this way, might go that way, might not even hit me. Might even hit the edge of the plate to go somewhere else. If I'm here, and it does happen to do that, now it's hitting me and driving back to the plate. Nice, Brett. Nice, Tanner. Good job, Brandon. I know you're working with what you have. Careful, don't bust your knees. It's okay. You can still practice a few other things, right? Practice your tags, right? Starting behind the plate, coming out about 3 feet, catching, dropping, right, brace for impact. Moving to the ball, coming back up with it. All right, guys. That is all I'm gonna have you do for today. I'm sure a lot of you are feeling it in your legs right now. That's good. Go ahead and stretch them out again if need be. Get them nice and loose. It keep them from getting too tense and too tight, and you don't want those cramps and stuff like that, right? You want to be able to be mobile for the rest of the day. But other than that, good work. A lot of you are improving, which is awesome to see. It shows me that you're really dedicated to this, and it shows a lot about your character. So good on you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and unmute you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You.
You guys
Good
are all
work, guys.
champs.
Bye, Tanner. Bye. Thank you. Thank
See
you.
you
Nice
guys.
job,
See
guys.
Bye.
That's next time.
Bye. Thank you. Peyton doing basketball moves.
Occasionally. I'll never play basketball, but I'll do it with baseball.
All right, you made me scared for a second. Alrighty, bye.
See you, Tanner.
Nice. Good pitch.